Hey guys, I'm back. I've got pack 20 mostly finished. There's one stage I have not finished the last stage of it, but I'll tell you why here in a minute. But as you can see, there were a lot of impactful changes in pack 20. You just can't see them right here because it's right there. I got the front mandibles attached, which was the last part of pack 19. That was actually a lot easier to do than I thought it would be. And then I got the cockpit attached. It's been a while since we've seen that. Got the top put on, which was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. I was really dreading a lot of that. And then I got the side panels put on and tested all the electronics. Now, in the last video, I told you I was looking at different lighting solutions for the rear engines and what I'd come up with. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those. There's a power button on the side now. Turn that on. And then let me reach in here. And there's the engines. And then I checked all the other functions, the loading ramp. So I was really happy that worked. It'd been a while since I'd tried that. And then coming around to the front of the ship, you can see the cockpit lights in there. I still need to clean the glass. It's got some fingerprints and some dust on it. And then there's the floodlights up front. And the only piece of electronics I have not done a final test on yet are the landing lights, because you have to actually have to have the landing gears, the feet on it, to activate that switch. I did test them when I put them in and they were working. I just haven't tested them on final assembly. And then if you come up here, the gun turret lights are working, and you can see down in there. And then there's the interior. And I mean, everything just lined up beautifully whenever I put this all together. I was very nervous about doing this, but it went together very well. And then I love how the engines came out. If you look in there, you can see the blue LED light strips I added instead of the cheesy white ones. Yeah. So I'm really happy with how this has come out. Now, the reason I'm kind of at a delay right now is pretty much all that's left to do is doing details on this piece and the upper part of the hull, and then obviously painting everything. I mean, this is completely unpainted, and these are pretty much completely finished. So you can see the difference there. It's not going to look like that once it's finally done. But these pieces here, let me pull some of those out and show them to you. These round vents, they look pretty good. But I've been kind of kicking around in my mind for a little bit anyway about wanting to get a resin 3D printer. And then I found some improved rear vents on several websites. I think the ones I really liked were on Colts 3D. But they're actually multi-piece, where you have one piece that is the outer ring, and then you have the grate, and then you actually have a fan under it that you can see. I have an FDM printer, but it just, if I did them on there, you'd be able to tell that it was FDM printed, whereas a resin printer, I think I could get a more a more detailed piece to do that. So I know what printer I'm getting. I'm just waiting here in about a week. Amazon's going to be running another Prime Day. It's actually cheaper to buy it right now on Elegoo's website, but I'm just kind of waiting a couple weeks to see if Amazon does some huge sale on the resin printer I want. So that's what I'm waiting on for right now. So this will be the last work I do on this, probably for a couple weeks, because even after I get the resin printer, it's going to take time to get it set up, get everything dialed in, get some practice prints done. And I'm not just getting the printer to work on the Falcon. There's some other stuff I want to do with it. Give me some stuff to mess around with. We're getting closer to winter. It's coming. And here in Indiana, there's not a lot to do in December and January. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on right now. There was something else I was going to... Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to show you. I did not get a new grate to go along here. I messed with it, thought about it a lot, just decided not to. But what I did do is these detail pieces here I got from Falcon 3D Parts. If you remember previously, this was just smooth plastic along here. But I got a couple sets of these, painted them up, rusted them, detailed them. And then there's another set on top of this here. So they'll be above and below the engines. I just thought it looked better. I didn't like that plain white slab of plastic right there. I have not really done any wire tidy in there yet, mostly because I do have some custom wiring in there for the LED strip lights I did for the engines. No one's going to see it. I mean, I'm not going to take the whole thing apart just to straighten up my wires so it'll look nice in there. So anyway, that is everything for up through pack 20. Like I said, except for the details on this piece here. That'll be coming up hopefully in a couple weeks. And I'll have another video then and show that off. So yeah, we're getting close to the end. If I had to guess, I'd say I should probably be pretty much done with this by around somewhere between Halloween and Thanksgiving, I'd guess. So yeah, there'll be a big reveal video coming up. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys.